This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Now, the final pure listening me akoso Milano, Genoa, Enkuyi, coach na ankasa admit na enra, ohwe game it me course was Stadium Olimpico against AC Milan na obedia to say the results are urban and saying no any results are encouraging. Defending champions, everybody thought say omubetimi asa defend bill because Inter are very inconsistent. You cannot trust Napoli because in the last 4 seasons omutimi ba be do so e do baby aye the finishing point na Napoli ajiegu. It is still then a lot of people believe say Milan beat me a defending league title. But you see Milan team no, so what check the last few games of my bar. Omu defense now has not been in good shape. Against Monza, they were down by 2-0. They came back on Benya equalizer. Torino be show by 1-0. Omo ntimi ama back. A severe beating Inter Milan dem omo Kerm Stadium in the game omo boy in the Super Coupa no final no. And again in the game against Lazio omo pick it up gradually. Mauricio Sarri adwuma. And so the kind of game omo boy playing Catadias a register Obo Luis Alberto and Sergio Milinkovic-Savic behind Omumienu. Now Obo Zakani on the left, Pedro and Felipe Anderson as force line. Now you share the Milan defense the BCI. Pierre Kalulu Abe support to Abranti Efeno. Fikayo Tomori because in this absence no Neneman Koyim Famomo. But in just 19 minutes and our prior Emma Simon Kaya and Sobaye and so actually Milan games now and say Omobona Simon Kaya upon all his experience no on Timmy into Oba and a match for Pedro Felipe Anderson and the Marshall Zakadi and a Genoa. Sergio Milinkovic-Savic. Only AC Milan have bought several games. Only good record against Milan. Untiminche Omonda. But proud to this particular game. And also a challenging home. The fantasy team are Oyi and Odin who shame. So Betimi Ashego and he scored the first goal. Luis Alberto shared the next one. Marshall Zakadi shared the next one. And then Luis Alberto and so Ede Ebako Ekahon. Milan is suffer and Nina the absence of Zlatan. And last season, such a money last was Stadium Olimpico. A last minute and Sandro Tonelli in ya 3 maximum points in the moment. And they needed that kind of experience and mental fortitude from their players. But Zlatan is missing. Olivier Giroud and Timi Anya Jumano, Ibrahim Diaz and Timi Anya Jumano, at the midfield, or man messed the services of Frank Kessben out of free Hobabi Siaka Edema Barcelona. No, so actually it's Mal Benacela or Cotton Fina Genoa, the recovery no, why it's so slow and you cannot rely on Sandro Tonali again in midfield and defensively, or more may say their key goalkeeper last season Oteki Omutru. Until Stefano Pioli needs to work so well to make sure. So Omubetimi at Chelsea Napoli. Because they say baby and Napoli ababe drone there. You know, and Chebia, they beat me a crown the former Diego Armando Maradona team no say Omo edge league for the first time in almost 33 years because it's almost a extended lead no and they got 12 points. Roma, AC Milan and Inter Milan in now fighting for the top 4. Yehu baby a Juventus in 7 kwakoda. It's Stefano Pioli or person to Juan so there. You know he need to back up. And then mienun I so difficult and architecture pandits in England as to opinion concerning the EPL. Now we saw Paul Scholes, I will say Arsenal. So omutiminya players come omutimi ho dia. Net yes omubenya squad depth omubetimi age Premier League no. So we saw Harry Redknapp. Or say there be Newcastle United for the omo ya ne de Emma America no omutuo. Nti only that belief say omubetimi abo in the top 4. If you ask other pundits as well, ebi so believe say Manchester United, Usha said you almost see banner, the well known and they are well equipped and experienced enough to win the Premier League ahead of Arsenal. Ebi more that GD no almost say United for no be baby drusra on baby to Arsenal because you were long will to go and Sawasha matches are can do so baby. But me Jimmy Redknapp asema oka say Newcastle United for Emma America no mutu no na oni Jesus so mbetimi about top 4. You know football it drew seasons be. It happened in the Champions League, You see, in major leagues, it happens at the World Cup. I told you, I'll bet you one team beer. A beer on your team and why consistent baby. But in one off, Otiminia certain materials, not the above ballroom. And to look at Leicester City AG League, no, be enemies and go can't and drink water, move it to hold do pivot made for them to win the Premier League. No, be enemies or Kazaki any air branch I felt Jimmy Vardy move me take you through with Ride Maris. No more the Premier League, because no more achievers, no more winners. It's me back one off under Claudio Ranieri and I didn't know how me ebakoye. Blackburn Rovers, they invested and then also by Kokoy. Makano answer the last time Arsenal AG Premier League, no Newcastle 4 bottom 4. And this season, they've shown they are on form. Omo goalkeeper na got 10 clean sheets in a row, consecutively. Games no born, I yet didn't so be the ball better not them. Now it is not the Premier League alone Omo perform. In the EFL, Omo 9 back in the final. And teams no episode Omo bottom far. They need to take Newcastle United very, very serious. You know, some shut up for now. Who can Arsenal? Who can Man United? Who can Newcastle United? No, Baba say. Tottenham Hotspur for no me and okay doors now but top na. So far Chelsea and Liverpool. Newcastle United are chum 10 points. The hunger, the ball, Chelsea, they are not looking back. And day in, day out, team in the team have a the team player back so there be. Se ne jolity na hunu so a Miguel Amaron no ebehye ene no ekon odi Mohamed Salah to fast on the left no na nya asem ketwa se Alexander Isak hunu so a unim se Carl Wilson beto atena unim se Bruno Gomes hunu so a Wolok ebetimi a perform in midfield, and that is the team Eddie Howe was building. And I'm not saying they will play in the top 4, but the history back them, and again the level of consistency they've shown in the Premier League, they are not looking back. They are in high flying. And you know, a game no more born day in day out. And watch a game on more boy against Southampton. Omo call St. Mary's. Echo share Southampton by a goal to nil. It was the semi-final of the EFL Cup. And then Omo second leg on Baby Ball St. James Park. Omo nine back finals. They are in the top 4 in the Premier League. And as I said, Nick Pope got 10 games clean sheet. This is the team that we're talking about. And you don't think these players or this team pair their form any class no much no. Almost show enough to be in the top 4. You know, almost to say, I think they will be in the top 4. And probably in the EFL, Manchester United be against Nottingham Forest. The last time Nottingham Forest lose too heavily, no United na show. After that game, Blackpool let me show in the FA Cup. But so what check it a league on my ball and what check it the EFL Cup now. You know, Nottingham Forest lose their last 4 games in all these competition, and they are playing against Manchester United and them United actually any baby or mudru say everything had a cup will be your person. This is the right time to be in the final to bring the glory days back. And I think Nottingham Forest it will also my picky pieces, this time Oma is very stable, very consistent with their lineup, and you know Omubaba against United 2 legs, but I still think United are better placed to win that particular encounter.
Okay.
I'm on for Joe Manu. You know Jude Bellingham and a team is be a panel. Now, not for the Barbie boom, not say Liverpool for the Barbie boom, out City for Nineveh. And this is a player in the last few seasons or Pejan more than Bonim Yepa. At the World Cup, Obian who said big stage, no more de Bossoni. Just one off game penalty at the World Cup, and he plays so well in several roles in midfielder. Yeah, the man. So at a pointer, none the favorite role bon I will 80 my friend Dr. Monon, none they say coach in the man. No, but other players, no ball in advanced role, and sometimes on the left. But Nina to me that young player and a branch need to me perform so well. And my ye mu be any all doubts about the talent, say English talent, no. So I'm sorry, that's all you say, yeah. Omo big platform, omo feeling, no. They know how to prove some of us wrong at the World Cup. Now, be an said Dortmund here. So, omo timi echo yin low. Now, omo be ma platform pe. Omo pejama akosro na jinra. Omo di akwakoje omo sika. Eti said the Ajax here. Eti said the Benfica here. Eti said the Olympique Lyonnais. Eti said the Palermo. and other clubs in Europe and so it in nti ene enipa waso aba e wo the Dortmund setup no Jude Bellingham se utie enkra free Real Madrid there ba omo penny pa but they are not ready to pay 110 million pounds for the services omo will believe ne say Abranti a yefe no Jude Bellingham no deserve that particular amount. Liverpool for also so omo ready to splash that cash e wo Abranti yefe no Jude Bellingham ho. And Kerm say Manchester City now stay close and they are ready to offer him that amount again on Besama 13 million pounds a year. But on the day so nimbo. So when you chance ahead of Champions League National World Cup now. And knowing Pep very well how he creates certain holes for players or spending so much for them no. Be BHS and midfield no would DDS Abrante and ba or create certain zone for him. But the question you ask yourself and they say issue about Sikano or deserve and undeserve in the recent market. You know, sa issue about be deserve and undeserve and because and the selling club decide. So pe player na ono na eton na de say no so odejie and you need to go out there na akwa kutua kana de aba Dortmund omunye in a rush omuni financial lapses bia no maka so omu pesika e de akwa koso omutim no they are only ready to sell and if you have the cash there no akwa kobo the doors of Borussia Dortmund na di no matimi aton amount but in recent times Dortmund players na ya omoton ana omu free team nimba no how do they perform ehon kwane asema aka from Dembele na Obabesi dancing Thomas Delaney Koy Azel Vessel Ekoy Jadon Sancho but the list can go on and on and on. Dortmund players ni free team ni ma enyo mu nyina the team bo and majority of their top talent has struggled from omunsia kan e was signal iduna to other venue but Jude Bellingham I think so Premier League ni dia you know they will get time for him but you ask yourself will Madrid get time for Jude Bellingham? The demands and the expectations no bet me ana that would be so tough for an English young talent moving from Germany to the biggest venue or the Champions League venue at the Bernabeu. Would they get time for him? I doubt, but I think the Premier League will give him time and it will be a better place for him.
Now, so Chelsea sorry no kind Mati 184 million pounds
for the January window.
And a January window no kwano omo spend na constitute 38% of all transfers. EPL no emu Premiership no emu omo kwa transfers o my 184. You 6 players ever third body for you.
You know, it's strategic. And if you look at it from the bigger picture, you agree with the man. Abranti official Shakhtar by Mudryk. Imagine say ye cost summer transfers na. Ne bona all bona scout and huna nas na de kofa no. Chelsea yen intentem kofa no. So to us I can see na so na say ekoko piem e wo sama. Enye Chelsea alone. E de be kwa kofa no. There will be teams around who will be pushed so mo kwa kofa Abranti ne de aba. Inti esika Chelsea de koto no the moment Shakhtar Donetsk be hu say teams chase no general the price ne be kosoro. A typical example was Darwin Núñez. No obi anim say Man United na kwa kofa no. But the way hu ya until Liverpool akwa kotu esika kakraka e de akwa kofa no. Inti in January you expect this player say the price tag no e be kosoro. Inti if Chelsea say in January no money Arsenal kwa na every player ho no ma ye quick akwa kofa na. You look at the price tag and you look at the talent and you look at the years ahead. A very young player, the January platform will give him a perfect salesman to adapt to the system, adapt to the league, and adapt to the coaching style of Graham Potter. So no ne better na dia. Into 4 things na wo no nkwane signings him. Again, Chelsea get to say baby o mugina sesi a pay the contract o ne Graham Potter sign no. Say one amount of onya affected. So clearly they will give him time for him to adapt and adapt so well, so there's no pressure. Now, also from the other side, Makase, Christian policy the about to just say he's not happy. Besides that, if he's happy, injuries the Pia will bra. Again, Raheem Sterling kofa ne ba no experience there, but ball no ba run timi mo. On the left side, 2 players on no more compete no in terms of age or structure in terms of form or structure so that gives him the upper hand on the left. So it's likely Christian policy to leave. Or say about right in so on. Not just all the Abranti na free PFV by and Maduki and Nebaho. Or no so You know, the general platform will give him the opportunity to adapt to the league, to the system, to the coach, and to the Chelsea culture. Again, on the left side, a left-footed player on also how Bono, Hakim Ziyech. Time and again, why express said he want to leave. Last season, a kaki to Abi, and Kwakwako Pim, AC Milan. It's likely say deal not still. Our cards, so he will leave. So you have two players, you know, you expect say filling the gaps of these particular players are be departed from Chelsea. The Brazilian midfielder. Chelsea young midfielders will be in N'Golo Kante, injuries in general. Second or Chelsea be improved at the Omoye. N'Golo Kante rule they will need a player for that. Almost for Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez no be any senka Jao Felix abedie. Chelsea di ho Mendes be bon komo no the Enzo Fernandez ababe kan. But Manolo Costa so unyem because almost already say 120 million euros untua amon fanema. So they've gone in for a young midfielder. Our mother believe in say, don't you know it's likely to leave? Kante almost renew the contract. No, see they are looking at Moises Caicedo and they have a young player and also bring that time to grow alongside Conor Gallagher. And you know and also the end and in all. So here Chelsea, and a new owner that is ready to splash. Again in the transfer market, no. On team fan home kototo. Liverpool on team fan home to Man City, on team fan home to Manchester United. Because these teams already have experienced gurus omu betimi ya dealing in the game aside the omusika omu di betimi ya benyina. But Todd die general. So here Christopher Vivel. Now sure do Todd na. These are not household names to deal in the transfer market. In Tisiano, so pushing for players. Not Chelsea idea to me say they cannot compete in the top 4, but they will give these players time to excel. Again, you look at the future as well. In the 8 a factor, and Chelsea are desperate to perform. And until I know I'm on nam kwanswa or moto players, and they think say this is the right time to go in for these players.
Chelsea fans as a Mudenya Miasepa. Umarukunti Amikasa say yenya owner. Or you prepared, say, or bet spend your club no. Or your guidance, or your advices. Ne why kikamu bet directly ye. That is all. Go on to say other clubs are okuis kadana koyasem. Or you prepared, say skebia or bet spend your Chelsea. As for any why kakrana, I'm saying Hannah dream. On your good advice guidance, any advice kakra. Chelsea will be the best club in the world. Because you can be prepared to with you.
You know, I said teams in I say almost chances almost use for personalities. The time Berlusconi decided say about to AC Milan in 86. Or here will be a man support now be leading no. Now what team aboa na mana team anya trophies straight away and call for Adriano Galliani. And AC Milan after no record time and winning European Cup no. And Arrigo Sacchi they won it back to back. And almost share Barcelona by 4 goals in Athens in 94.
Okay.
So I share Barcelona splashing a lot of money after Neymar. But no money will be lead you omo. Omo mko for money na be da buy no one team.
Yeah.
Until they have to go in and Matthew Alemani the lawyer and so about Bomo team assign players. Akasa Javi be lead lines no. Manchester City Obia who omo from Frank Anderson, Chicky Bergestein in as much as say about Pep Udino on the master stroke. Marina Graf Nokia. Again, Liverpool confirm Michael Edward. Michael Edward here. Into Chelsea, the scanner war, they need well-equipped people to take decisions.
Well, BT Abramovich record, no?
Yes.
Yes.
You know,
Roman Abramovich record, you know. Papa, we have a break.
You know, after Scano.
But one or the tunnel.
After Scano.
No more than what to say.
A bit take time.
Aye.
A bit take time. Sir Abramovich, after Mobile semi-final of the Champions League, in the first time, and at the key time, Kakran Sana Josie by straight away, Chelsea started winning. Manchester City, almost as saw motor players, and now Man U saw motor players. When Newcastle started buying players, then Crawford in just less than 1.5 years, they are in the top 4 now. Until they can hear right decisions and the right personnel on bet me about more to me execute plan.
Okay. Did Andy say the Chelsea signing is strategic? So far, they've signed 7 players and are still in the market. Oh dear, say Hearts of Oak and then a twin brother, no, eto 7 Nubia, na wabɛsesa wano Gadgetsburg ɛna di wei aba sɛ wode sɛ kɔtɔkɔ ne Hearts of Oak assign 7 ni bia ɛyɛ abra na bɛkasa tia wɔ mo Chelsea deɛ ndeɛ wo sɛ yɛ strategic yes Gadgetsburg akra
you know Chelsea kɔtɔkɔ yɛ almost sign 7 na ɔmo pam say isn't our record if sign 17 players na Chelsea for almost sign 7 ɔmo da say besides that the amount of money Chelsea wɔ there be a need to can also mo yɛ example say ya the air Chelsea yɛ no mo so ayi bi sika Chelsea wɔ kɔtɔkɔ ne aso mo bi you know mo bi nti you shouldn't compare Kotoko and Hearts of Oak to Chelsea and besides that Kotoko and Hearts of Oak every season sign more than 7 and I've explained the strategic aspect of the Chelsea setup. Kotoko and Hearts of Oak, what is their philosophy? What are their plans? Have they shown any way almost so Chelsea or team normal day kwana? And you shouldn't compare Kotoko and Hearts of Oak to Chelsea. Chelsea don't sign 17 players a season. They don't sack 10 players a season. And you shouldn't compare those teams. And besides that, Hearts of Oak na Oka say almost sign 7 and 1. Are they in good state? They are not. Inti why yes animal we are mama off from Africa, you cannot even compete with ordinary teams in Africa and you still think these things are good. Well, you can go ahead and do that.
Okay.
But sorry.
Okay. And the moment transfer that room.
All right. Bema bi Ephraim ze hu se me no bi kasa sisi e. O kasa kura na oyesu. Na osi o sika